we actually perform better if we actually have an enemy. It sounds crazy. And actually, as a speaker, if you can unite the audience against a common enemy, you can bring a unity into the room and into the audience that will actually light them up.
Wow.
In fact, many times people get an applause or standing ovation. It's because the speaker has hit on an enemy.
Yeah.
And they start to kind of create a character from this enemy and put words in the enemy's mouth. And then the audience starts to kind of get like angry at this enemy. I know it's not crazy. And then the speaker will be like, hey, we're this team and they're that team. And the audience starts to, you obviously see this in politics, out the gate. But it's an incredible way to move an audience is to create a common enemy.
I can 100% see that. All right, guys, we are in Las Vegas getting ready for Funnel Hacking Live. I'm here with one of the speakers today, Eileen. Thanks for coming on.
Yeah, man. Thanks for having me, Sean.
Absolutely. What do you plan on talking about at this event?
I am talking about how to have an addictive speaking framework, like a storytelling framework that causes people to listen to you and not be able to stop.
Storytelling is really important, right?
Yeah.
Some of my best guests are the best storytellers.
Fire. Yeah.
And it's important because a lot of people have cool stories, but not a lot of people can storytell them.
Yes, absolutely. I think some of the most boring speakers I've heard at conferences and at seminars, and it's such an easy skill to learn. I feel like anybody can do it.
Right.
So
what are the biggest mistakes you're seeing when people are up on stage or public speaking somewhere?
Yeah, biggest number one mistake is not shifting to you fast enough. So people are just telling their stories, kind of I, me, and they're not shifting to the word you fast enough. And if you could just make a simple shift, like early, you can see it in networking events, or you can see it from stage, or you could see it even on podcasts. They're just staying too long in first person I.
Yeah.
And you just got to switch over. Yeah.
Wow. I need to start doing that.
No, you probably are. You're already doing it, Sean.
Yeah. I didn't think of it that way, but yeah, you need to make it about the audience.
Yeah, 100%.
When you're up there.
Yeah, 100%.
Because a lot of people get up there, they try to brag a little bit, establish some credibility, but then they need to take it back to the audience, right? After that.
Yeah, such an easy lift too, because you can just switch anything you're saying to go like, have you ever done this? Or you know how and the audience you can actually see the audience respond in their eyes and in their posture. Like they'll come back to the attention of the speaker once they hear the word you.
I love that.
Yeah.
Were you always pretty good at public speaking or
no,
did you learn?
100% terrible. Absolutely the worst. I mean, I had a huge fear of public speaking and I would stutter and stammer. Sometimes I'd run off stage.
Wow, it was that bad?
Yeah, it was that bad.
Holy crap.
I know. They'd be like, hey, Eileen, you ready to go? And I'd be like, yeah, I'm ready to go. And then at the last second, I would run out the back door of the building. And they'd be like, well, welcome to the stage, Eileen Wilder. And I was just gone.
Damn.
Nowhere to be found. It was sad.
Crazy. So how did you overcome that?
Oh, man. I mean, I think just practice and trying to, I think I just had to want it. I had to want to become the person who could stay calm, who could walk to the front of the stage and just learn to communicate. So that's why I think I'm so passionate about it, because you can learn the skill of public speaking.
Right.
It's great.
I feared it too. One of my biggest fears. I think they've done studies on this actually. So public speaking is the number one biggest fear in the world.
Wow.
And we'll link that below. But yeah, because of public school, I thought I hated public speaking.
Wow.
Because you're presenting on topics you don't care about. So then you start getting nervous. You know what I mean? And you're like, you're not confident in it because it's stuff you don't care about. But then once I started getting asked to speak on stages, on panels and stuff, and I already knew about whatever they asked me to talk about, as soon as I started speaking, it went away.
Wow. When you started speaking on something that you cared about.
Yeah. That's it.
So
for me, that was it. Because, yeah, similar to you with public school, whenever we had to give a presentation, I would just take an L on it. I wouldn't even do it. Because I was terrified. I would just take a 0. Or I would skip class, make my classmates do it if we were in a group project.
Did you what were the sensations like for you? Did you have a lot of physical sensations or anxiety?
A lot of mental and physical. Yeah.
Mental.
I probably had anxiety at the time without knowing it.
Right.
This was before it kind of went mainstream.
Yeah.
And
great
people
point.
didn't talk about it.
Point.
But yeah, I still get it a little bit now, but it goes away as soon as I start talking. I'm sure with you too, right?
Yeah.
You get a little nervous sometimes going up there.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely. I mean, I don't know if it's ever good if it totally goes away. I mean, sometimes, but I think my interpretation of the sensations is different now. Now I interpret it as like, oh, my body's just getting ready to perform.
Right. Yeah, I think it's natural.
Yeah.
People ask, like, do you ever get nervous? Like, that's just natural. Obviously, you'll get a little nervous.
Yeah.
No matter what.
Yeah. Excitement. I think there's a lot of excitement.
Yeah.
And trying to have more fun when you're doing it, I think, is a huge way to reframe.
Yeah.
sensations.
But yeah, I couldn't run away from that fear because our lives are so based on public speaking. And now I'm a podcaster for a living. It's like I really embraced it. All right, shout out to today's sponsor, Specialized Recruiting Group. Navigating the professional job search is hard. You know the perfect job is out there, you're just not sure how to find it. The good news is you don't have to go at it alone. You need Specialized Recruiting Group. Connect at srgpros.com, srgpros.com. They're here to guide you and help you find a role that fits, all without costing a dime. Meet Specialized Recruiting Group, offering a tailored approach to find your next role. Go to srgpros.com, srgpros.com, and get on the right course. Your local Specialized Recruiting Group team knows which businesses are hiring and can offer you a path to contract and full-time roles. If you don't see the role you're looking for on the website, Specialized Recruiting Group also recruits for confidential roles, so give an office near you a call to learn more. Take the next step in your career by starting at srgpros.com, srgpros.com.
Do you enjoy it now, Sean?
I love it.
Yeah.
Because you can impact a lot of people quick.
That's all.
We're getting 50 million views a month right now just on Instagram.
Insane.
It's nuts. I mean, when could you do that in the past?
Wow. And somebody who took an L and wouldn't even get up in front of class or ship it to the other people that you were working with and didn't even.
Oh, yeah.
Now look at that.
I was the shyest kid in the whole school.
Really?
Yeah. I had a lot of trauma growing up from like the divorce and just not a lot of confidence growing up without a father figure.
Wow.
So yeah, I was super shy.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
And look at that's.
But yeah, if people are watching this and they're really shy, you could get through that. I'm living proof of it.
How did was there an unlock for you to get out of that?
Yeah, I had to get out there. I mean, I locked myself in my room for like a year when I was in college, just grinding. And I literally forgot how to socialize. So I had to get out there because you can't learn these skills without going to events, going to conferences.
You just kept working at it and just kept exposing yourself to different scenarios and things.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And yeah, even now, like I have these mental conditions, like I have autism, ADHD and stuff, but I'm still able to socialize. So you got to be careful with these labels and using them as excuses. I see a lot of people doing that. Like, oh, I have anxiety, I have depression, but that shouldn't be an excuse.
Fire.
To socialize, in my opinion. Because I have everything. On paper, I'm messed up.
Wow.
But I'm a podcaster.
Hats off to you, Sean.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Victim mentality, though. It's prevalent. I'm sure you see it a lot too, right?
Yeah, 100%. I mean, I think the identity that we start to associate with, right? Like we're trying to figure out who we are, especially in public school. But if you want to start over-identifying with the role of like, I'm a pro, I'm a public speaker, I think those kind of reframes for me was like, and I think a big shift for me was I read where Stephen Pressfield said that what ails you and I has nothing to do with being sick or being wrong. What ails you and I is we're playing life as an amateur. And then he says like the way you shift it is you have to call yourself a pro before anyone else sees you as a pro, So I think those were huge. Like I was starting to call myself a pro, even though I was still getting up and shaking, getting up and sometimes getting sick off the side of the stage, other times running out the back. So I was still kind of almost by faith saying like, I'm a pro. I
love that.
Yeah.
That confidence shift is big.
Yeah.
Because I play sports. I still play basketball now, actually, but I didn't have the confidence I had back then. I'm like way better now, just from like a mindset thing, not even doing anything different physically, just mindset.
Do you talk to yourself a certain way in your mind, like before you're about to play, or how do you?
Yeah, I got a little system. Like I'll put on music that like energizes me.
Yeah.
And then during the game, I'll talk smack because that makes me play better.
Really?
So like, yeah, I'll talk smack a little bit, and that motivates me.
Can you release some of your smack talk?
I leave it on the court, and I keep it on the court. I don't ever let it.
Okay.
Because there's fights and stuff, so I don't want it to get to that point.
Oh.
But it's all friendly. Like,
yeah.
I come up to them after the game. I'm like, that was just basketball. There's nothing personal.
But it motivates. There's something in it that unlocks something in you when you do that.
Yeah.
That's fire.
A lot of people in sports, I think, a little talk gets them playing better. It's interesting how that little shift, right?
Well, it's so cool because I've studied how we actually perform better if we actually have an enemy. It sounds crazy. And actually, as a speaker, if you can unite the audience against a common enemy, you can bring a unity into the room and into the audience that will actually light them up.
Wow.
In fact, many times people get an applause or standing ovation. It's because the speaker has hit on an enemy.
Yeah.
and they start to kind of create a character from this enemy and put words in the enemy's mouth. And then the audience starts to kind of get like angry at this enemy. I know it's not crazy. And then the speaker will be like, hey, we're this team and they're that team. And the audience starts to, you obviously see this in politics, out the gate. But it's an incredible way to move an audience, is to create a common enemy.
I can 100% see the best politicians are the best public speakers.
Yeah.
Right? When Obama was coming up, he was amazing.
Fire.
Same with Trump. I feel like they both won heavily because of their public speaking.
100%.
Yeah, that's such a good point. And with the enemy stuff, I love that because Michael Jordan, did you watch his documentary?
I haven't.
Okay. But basically, he would create enemies.
Would he?
Yeah.
Oh, tell me more.
I remember one example was some guy on another team said something and he like created a whole story out of it to make him hate him. Even though he said like one little thing, he made a whole story in his head about it. Yeah, like he took it to the next level. But like every game, he basically had an enemy that he would go after.
Really?
Yeah, that was his thought process.
Out of curiosity, would he isolate it to like one character on the team? Like, I'm coming against this one thing?
He would do that and the whole team. But I remember there was a newspaper article about how someone on the other team was the best player in the league that year.
Yeah.
And that pissed him off so much. And he said they won because of that, actually. So you can use that as fuel, like you're saying, the enemy stuff. Patrick Bet-David has a book on this.
Does he really?
Choose Your Enemies Wisely. I just got it. I think it's important to, but you at the same time, you can't obsess too much.
Great point. 100%. Yeah, you're not like trying to live out there to like fighting all day, but using it, I think. I mean, Michael Phelps, I think I read something, one of the medals he won a long time ago, a competitor came up and said something to him like right before he was about to compete. And he said that was the unlock for him. It was like nothing.
I think I've seen that. Yeah, he won like 8 medals that year too.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, someone gave him a look, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, looks can tell a lot. Yeah, you got to be able to read eye contact and body language. Super important.
Wow.
You read over 1,200 books I saw on your YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
That's super impressive.
Yeah.
How did you pull that off?
Well, I think we're some of us, I think, are more nerdy than other people. I think I just love reading. I'm an introvert. I love reading all sorts of books. Business, marketing, speaking, persuasion. I think I just enjoy it. I think it's just one of those things. Not everybody enjoys reading. Some people don't even like have a harder time with reading. They listen to audiobooks or whatever. And I have no beef about someone needs to read 1 million books. I think it's a love,
Yeah, that's insane. So do you have a schedule? Like you read one a week or something?
Yeah. I'm either on audiobook or physical book. I like physical book better, but yeah.
Really? I'm the opposite.
Are you?
Yeah, I love audiobook.
Oh, are you a fast listener? Can you listen?
Yes. 2 to 3x.
So jealous. I don't have that skill yet.
It's trainable.
Okay.
So you start off at 1.25.
Okay, I'm at 1.25.
Okay, so you do that.
Coach me, Sean.
Slowly work your way up. Okay. Go to 1.35 or 1.3. Every week, go up 0.5 to 0.1 or 0.05 to 0.1.
Okay.
Eventually, you'll get to 2, and I feel like 2 is great to be at. Right now, I'm going towards 3.
Nice.
But some people speak so fast, like Ben Shapiro, for example. I can't even listen to him on 2.
You can't.
He talks so fast.
Yeah.
So I'd say 1.5 to 2 is good.
What do you love to listen to or read?
A lot of podcasts lately. Oh. I go through book phases, though, on Audible.
Okay.
So every 6 months, I'll bang out 6 books just within a week. I'll do 1 a day on 2 to 3x speed. Yeah. And the important thing, though, is to actually execute on the information. Because there's people that listen to 1,000 books, but they're still broke, right?
Yeah, 100%.
So that's what I try to do that immediately. So when I listen to something in a book, and something pops up, I immediately do that. I'll stop reading the book or listening. I'll do it at the moment.
Oh, that's so great.
Or else you're going to forget about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a good trick. Do you do something similar to that too?
No, I wish I did. So thank you for coming on. No, mostly when I'm listening and reading, I'm mostly listening for content because I'm speaking all the time and flying all over and producing so much content. So I'm constantly looking for things I call bits, so little stories, little bits, quotes. So I'm curating the whole time. So for me, I'm pausing whatever I'm doing and I'm writing or capturing or transcribing, just curating.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yeah, you always got to be a student no matter what level you get to.
Yeah.
People think you stop after college learning, but it's just getting started, in my opinion. even yesterday, I was listening to a video on how to get more views on Instagram.
Wow.
Now, I'm already getting a ton of views, like I mentioned earlier.
Yes.
Like, I haven't met many people getting more than me.
Yeah.
But I still picked up something from this video. Some random YouTuber. He had like 50,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
And there's a new feature called IG Trials.
Yeah. Okay.
And he was basically like, you can repost all your old content there.
Wow.
And you can do it once a week.
Oh my gosh, that's so
It doesn't matter. It could be the same video. So I took all my top videos from the past 2 years, put them on trials, and I got 10 million views just yesterday. So I'm going to do that every day. I'll probably get 100 million views this month, all from that video, because you can't stop learning.
Sean, I'm learning so much right now.
I mean, you also...
That's a great lesson, though. I mean, because I mean, you're a master, and you're still picking up sauce that people are dropping out. That's awesome.
Well, that's why I always listen to either a podcast or audiobook every single day.
Yeah.
Because you will pick up stuff like that.
That's so good.
And the world's evolving so fast that you need to be learning.
100%.
Or else you're going to fall so far behind.
100%.
And that's why I like you do events too. You do a lot of in-person stuff, right?
Yeah, I do a lot of in-person, a lot of virtual events. I sell a lot virtually, so I do a ton of virtual events, challenges, webinars, masterclasses, and then I'll sell something that's typically an in-person event. Just because of like there's no overhead for a virtual sales event, and as there would be with a delivery event. So yeah, I love that.
Yeah, I also host events and I love it.
Do you?
Because that's why the show's called Digital Social Hour. I'm connecting the two worlds.
Wow.
IRL and digital world.
Tell me more. What kind of events do you do, and what do you?
Yeah, it's like networking mixers. I'm still figuring out like how I want to monetize them, but we get 1,000 people at each one.
Wow.
Yeah, no ad spend.
No.
Just all organic, and it's people looking to network, grow their business, meet new people. And just the energy of it.
Yeah.
Like, it's like
oh my God.
infectious.
Insane.
So I love
will 100% know how to tell you. I know how to monetize that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, we should definitely talk.
Connect, yeah.
Yeah, I've never pitched. I've never done like anything for money. I've been losing money on most of them. So.
But it's just so fun. You just love it.
Yeah, it's fun. I meet potential podcast guests.
Yeah.
I get to travel the world because I do a new city every time.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. That's also why I love events. You get to experience culture too.
Gosh, that's so cool. It's so inspiring to see somebody who wrestled with shyness be able to do something like that.
I know. I'm literally running networking events, and I was the shyest kid in school growing up.
1,000 people.
Yeah, I couldn't even talk to people. You know, I was so shy and scared.
And you love it.
Now I love it. Not confident. That's what I'm saying, though. You can really change. So
that's a great word. Yeah.
Wherever you're at right now watching this, you can change.
100%.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. Growing up, I would be so... I wouldn't even know what to think what I'm doing now.
Right.
Like, it wouldn't even compute in my brain growing up.
Like, we went back to, like, 9-year-old Sean, and we're like, yo.
Yeah, it's so nuts.
50 million views. Are you ready?
Yeah. What's been your main focus this year? What are you planning on doing?
Yeah, we're scaling our company real big right now. So we're evergreening a lot of virtual events that we have. And I help people with a lot of high-ticket offers. So, yeah, we're just selling... We teach people how to sell, maybe $10,000, $20,000, $50,000, $100,000 packages. And it's just so exciting, and just seeing people be able to make money quickly and easily selling high ticket. And yeah, it's just awesome. So we're just scaling and growing like crazy.
That's cool. Yeah, I need to launch a high ticket offer.
Yeah.
People are asking me for advice and stuff. I don't have an offer at the moment.
Yeah, it's such a beautiful way to do it. And I think offering high ticket's so cool because it doesn't mean you have to like have this giant coaching program or calls. Sometimes a lot of our best selling high ticket programs are actually selling a high ticket event. So it's like a $10,000 weekend or $30,000 weekend or workshop or something like that. And you just in and out, and people love it.
I love that. Yeah. I like high ticket a lot because you're dealing with very few people, but they're high quality people.
Yeah.
So like you sell 10 things at $100K, that's $1 million.
Yes, I did that last night.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Online or?
100K offer to my current clients. So I had a workshop here in Vegas.
Yeah.
And just kind of revealed a 100K offer that week.
Wow.
Jumped right in.
Well done. What was the offer exactly?
It's something called icons. So it's just, if anyone's listening to this, is a great takeaway. So like name your high ticket offer like an identity, right? Status upgrade, status increase. And then this one is kind of actually a set of 3 workshops helping people build that we call it an automated ticket sales machine. So they'll sell tickets to their events. and then scaling it out with ads. Yeah.
See, that's a good offer because people struggle to fill events.
Yeah. 100%.
So that's what I noticed with like the top offers. They solve a big problem.
Yeah.
Because I've been to so many events and some of them don't have a lot of people there.
Yes.
Right. It seems like that's a common thing at events.
It is. Huge problem.
So you're able to fix that.
I'm able to fix that. And then, 100%. And get a lot of control, a lot of predictability so that you can know I can fill the room with 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 10,000.
Right. Because then it's just a numbers game from there.
Exactly.
Because if you fill the room with 1,000, they know their average order value, their closing rate. So you're also making the money technically.
100%.
And those are the best products.
Yeah.
When you can make the money.
Oh, yeah.
Or save the money too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what I like. People should focus on that. Like, how can I make or save this guy money? Because then you don't have to sell them on the product, really.
Yeah.
You just show them the numbers.
100%. Yeah. I love to layer, even if it's a wealth offer, a non-business offer, I'll just do something like what you just said and just layer it in as a bonus tip to sale. So just anything like how to increase money or save money, just add it as a bonus to your health or mindset or anything that's soft offer. You just add something like that as a bonus that will tip to sale.
I love that.
Yeah.
What's been the biggest things you've learned from Russell Brunson?
Oh, I love Russell. Selling one to many. I was selling high ticket on the phone and going, to like a $6,000 life coaching offer. But Russell helped me in so many ways, but learning how to take that same offer and present it to a group of people so I could close the room. So I leverage time, right? So now I'm not on the phone doing 60 calls. I just present and in an hour can do 6 or 7 figures.
Right.
Yeah.
He's the king of that.
Oh, yeah.
I remember going to 10X GrowthCon, the second one ever.
Yeah. A second one. Okay.
In Vegas. Were you there?
I was not.
Okay.
Yeah.
Russell pitched on stage. It was like over $1 million in like 30 minutes or whatever.
Yeah.
And that was like the record at the time. Now I know people have crushed that, but just seeing that as a 21-year-old was like, holy crap. That was crazy.
That was crazy.
And that kind of changed my life, honestly.
Did it?
Because we live in these bubbles growing up where you don't see that.
Yeah.
Like you think that's so far-fetched.
Right. You're like, well,
and then when you see it for your own eyes, you're like, wow, I need to get up on there. I need to get on that stage, figure out what to sell.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, so we'll see what he does this week. But
yeah.
I know some people since then, like, do you know Pace Morby?
I do.
Okay, he did like 15 million, something crazy. I mean,
from stage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's nuts these days. You got the right product and you could fill the room.
Yes.
What's the most you've seen?
One of my clients did 6.
Wow.
I think I was at 2.2 at one event.
Damn.
Yeah.
Well done. Was that the 100K offer?
No, this was a different offer. This is a 30K certification package.
Wow.
Yeah, certifications sell like crazy. Yeah, so it's just so fun. It's so awesome. Like it's just the game. The game, because the game to me isn't just about the money, right? Like you really are serving people at the highest level. Because if you can create a premium package like that, you can do a lot for your clients.
Right.
You can surround them with like incredible staff support. You could go to locations. Like it's just, to me, it's just win, 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 win. No taking.
And that's the key, right?
Yeah.
Because some people charge these obnoxious amounts, but there's no value.
100%.
And
don't deliver.
And that puts a bad spotlight on the industry.
Yeah. But there's so many great packages out there by incredible entrepreneurs that are over delivering that it's insane. Like and they're just causing speed to happen at every level.
Right.
No matter what they're selling, health, minds, wealth, whatever. Like they're getting results for people so fast.
And it's important because time's our most valuable asset. So when you're selling speed, like that should be a no-brainer.
Like if somebody could come and learn from you, half of what you, like your knowledge in organic growth, podcast, produce, like it's just, it would speed them to the result.
Right.
Fast.
Yeah. I haven't seen any good podcast offers actually. So there could be a hole in the market there. And a lot of people are getting into podcasts right now.
Yes.
A lot of people are trying to start them up and not succeeding.
Right.
It's not an easy space, to be honest. It's super saturated.
Oh.
Like without the right guidance and work ethic, it's really hard.
Wow.
Yeah. If I didn't have the network, so I spent 7 years going to events before I started the podcast.
Okay.
If I didn't have that before I started, we would have failed.
Really?
Because I know that from experience. I started one 5 years ago and it failed.
Fascinating. And the difference to you is the network.
The network. Yeah. So that's the difference. But you could probably say that about a lot of different businesses.
Great point.
Not just podcasting.
Do you think you could be successful without the network now?
Without the network now, but the same knowledge?
Yes.
Yeah, because I'd be able to get the network with the knowledge.
Yeah, fire. See, but that's fire. Even if you think about that result and selling that result for people, see, that knowledge could also speed the cycle to them getting the network.
Yeah, because I could teach them how to get the network. Because I did it and I was broke and I pulled it off. So I could probably teach them how to do it took me 7 years, probably teach them in like a year or two.
Fire.
I think so, realistically. Because there was a lot of trial and error for me.
Why?
I made and lost my money twice.
Really?
Yeah, and I'm 27. So hopefully that's not the second time was the last one, but
That's awesome.
I've had to age pretty fast. Losing everything after having millions sucks.
Wow.
Yeah, has that happened to you?
No, not yet.
Hats off
Love
to you.
learn any tips.
No, that's impressive because I know a lot of people go through that.
Wow.
They make a lot and then lose a lot. It sucks, but it was necessary.
Those lessons, though, I mean, you think about how much people would, like, one story or one tip or like, hey, don't forget to hire this person. You know what I mean? Like that type of stuff can save someone's life.
Facts.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at this year is the hiring and the growth. I just saw Russell Brunson on a podcast talk about his biggest mistake was he was solo for 10 years and he didn't hire a team around him. So he said that 10 years could have been a lot less, basically.
Wow.
So that's kind of where I'm at because I've been solo a lot. But now I'm building out the team with the pod.
Yeah.
We're growing quicker than ever right now. I'm like, damn, why didn't I do this earlier?
That's so cool.
Yeah, letting go of control, it wasn't easy for me. I was a bit of a control freak.
Fascinating. What's been the biggest hire that moved the needle?
Revenue-wise, it was, just salespeople,
Yeah.
closing sponsors,
Okay.
closing sponsors for the events and stuff. But I was always really unorganized. So I guess overall, just having like a financial advisor / accountant was good for me.
Money person.
Yeah, it depends on what your weaknesses are. For me, I'm just like go, go, go. So I'm like super disorganized.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's a gift.
Yeah, I think it's a gift. Yeah. I think ADHD is a gift because they taught us growing up it wasn't. Like you should be ashamed of having it. But now it's like all the top people have it.
Yeah, I want it so bad.
Have you done a brain scan?
No.
You might have it.
Yeah, maybe, yeah. I hope so.
I'll get you in touch.
I do. To me, it's like aspirational. I'm like,
Yeah.
the greats have it.
Even autism, a lot of greats have autism.
Oh, see, I want that too.
Yeah, I'll get you in touch with. Shout out Dr. Amen in LA.
Oh, Dr. Amen. Yeah, I heard great things.
Yeah, he's been amazing. Game changer. Are you big on like health?
Yeah, biohack.
For what you do, it matters a lot.
Yeah, I love it.
What are some health things you're doing right now?
Yeah, PEMF mats. So I do.
I love those.
Pulse electromagnetic frequency. Scalar energy thing I've gotten into.
I've done that a few times.
Have you?
Do you notice anything from that?
100%.
Really?
Yeah.
Because that's still such a new thing.
It is such a new thing. But ever since I've been doing it, I actually tested really high for like cancer markers and they're going down.
Whoa.
As a result of the scalar energy stuff I've been doing.
Are you doing Tony Robbins Center?
I know exactly what you're talking about, but I haven't been going to that center. I've been going to a different doctor that Tony Robbins has gone to and recommended.
Nice. That's beautiful. Yeah, guys, check out Scalar Energy. I've had on a few scalar experts.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, and I think that's really going to be emerging.
Yeah.
If you start a scalar business right now,
I think I should.
with the whole RFK movement, it's like
100%.
perfect timing.
Yeah. I'm tracking.
Yeah, Scalar Energy, man. Yeah, not a lot of people know about it, but it needs to get out there. I've done it a few times. I haven't tracked anything, but I definitely felt better after.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. Yeah, so it's, 100%. But if you start tracking it, it's insane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Where are you speaking at next after funnel hacking?
I have a conference in New York, then one in Seattle.
So you're speaking a lot.
Yeah. But I love virtual is kind of like my favorite because I do events actually from my house. I just we can do $1 million day or $2 million day just from so travel is fun, but I like it more when I stay home.
Yeah. I mean, I'd rather stay home and make $1 million than have to fly 10 hours and
it's like my son's in the next room and it's just insane. I mean, thinking about doing $1 million day.
Nuts. People dream for $1 million life. $1 million day is like people can't even comprehend that. Yeah. People dream about becoming a millionaire.
I know.
I used to.
Yeah.
I used to think, when I get $1 million, I'm set. It's not what it used to be. $1 million.
Yeah, great point.
I mean, it's livable, but like, there's levels to wealth.
There's levels. Yeah, 100%.
Yeah. What's the most amount of people you've had on one of your live online calls?
2,000, I think, was the largest virtual. That was the $2.2 million.
Wow. So you're averaging, your AOV is really high. Because that's like not even that many people compared to like Tony Robbins.
Yeah.
Like he
Oh,
gets
yeah.
like 100,000 people, right?
Yeah, it's the high ticket offer. So if you think about it, it's just so simple because it's just like fill a room and then sell something high ticket. Like you're gonna do 6 or 7 figures. You know what I mean?
Wow.
It'd be hard not to do that.
Yeah, because once you know your numbers,
Yeah.
your closing rate and your average order value, you get 1,000 people no matter what. You know,
Right.
you know roughly what you're gonna do, right?
Yeah, but I think it's so exciting because I didn't have an audience when I first. None of us had an audience when we first started. But like with my very first event that I did, I had 6 people in the room.
Wow, and you didn't quit after that.
No. You know what's so funny, Sean? You talk about the mindset. Like I felt like I was Tony Robbins. Like I was like, I sold 6 tickets. This is going to be literally insane. Like I was so pumped about it. And then I pitched. It was the very first time I pitched a high ticket offer, and 5 of them bought it.
Wow.
And I did $108,000 in one day.
Off 6 people?
6 people.
Damn.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah, that's nuts.
That shifted my mind.
Yeah, no wonder you didn't stop. That makes sense
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
Holy
My
crap.
husband was Uber driving. Like
Wow.
supported our family up until that point. My husband was Uber driving while I was like taking classes and learning
Wow.
about how to sell from stage and stuff. And that was just like 5 or 6 years ago.
That's insane.
Yeah, so we didn't have, we were definitely dreaming of becoming millionaires, but the high ticket offer, selling one to many, to me, that's what's so fast.
That is beautiful.
Yeah.
Now your husband does this too, I'd imagine.
Yeah. And that day I was like, babe, quit Uber driving. We got to go all in. And it was great. Yeah. We just took off from there. Yeah.
You teach the kids too?
Oh, yeah.
Let's go.
Yeah. 100%.
They're going to be rock stars.
Yeah.
Yeah, they'll learn more from you than 18 years of school.
100%. Yeah. We took them out of the system.
Yeah, I bet you did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're entrepreneurs and they love it. We take them on the road. That's my favorite part. The whole thing. I wanted to make a lot of money just so I could have my family with me.
Yeah, because it buys you that time to spend more time with them, right?
Yes, it's so fulfilling all the time being with them. I don't know.
Yeah, because otherwise you're in a rat race. You don't see them 9 to 5, and then by the time you get home, you're stressed and exhausted.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know if there's any parents listening or aunts and uncles or grandparents, but like school just takes so much time in the day. Like it just takes so much of their time that they could be doing other things or learning. Like they love editing YouTube videos and making content, just feels like the ROI on the time for school is just not there.
Not there. They don't let you use AI in school. They don't let you use social media.
Oh my gosh.
They want you just brainwashed.
Yeah.
It's terrible. Like I remember being fearful of texting people while I was in class.
Oh my God.
They would take your phone away.
Yeah. And it's just like, it's just silly. A little. So we were just like, this is dumb. We should just take you out. So
yeah, I got caught plagiarizing.
Did you?
And felt like a shame, like, just for plagiarizing 2 sentences. And got detention and everything. And now there's AI just doing that for you. You don't really need to know how to write like that anymore.
Yeah. I'm a big believer. I think travel's so great. There's just so many cool things to do with kids. Like Elon's got a school, online school. Like we're enrolling our 10-year-old in Elon's online school. Like it's just, there's so many cool things out there. Like it's awesome to take those.
Yeah, school kills their creativity. When you're a kid, you're so creative. And then every year of school you do, it just gets less and less.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
saw what happened to me, so I'm just speaking from my experience, but I could see that in other kids too.
Yeah.
They didn't want to be free thinkers.
Amazing.
Yeah. How did you get out of that rat race? Did you go to college and everything?
Yeah, I did the whole I did high school, college. They were like, go to college, get a job, you'll be wealthy. Right? That was like what the narrative that I heard growing up.
Yeah.
So yeah, I had student loan debt like the whole way through. Went to George Washington University in DC. And just was basically on a salary job between like 40 or 60K from that point on. But you think about that, like 40 or 60K a year, you're spending it like a year in a job for $40,000 or $60,000. It was crazy to me when I found online marketing.
Yeah. Now you're making that a day.
Or in an hour. Yeah. I mean, it's just awesome.
Wow.
Potential.
I love that story. Where can people watching this learn from you? Do you have a coaching offer or mentorship?
Yeah. EileenWilder.com is probably like the best place to find me. Different things. Yeah. And coaching and speaking and making high ticket offers. There's a big range of what people want. But Yeah, I love it. I love serving people like that, getting them out there online, sharing their message, making money from their message so they can be with their family. Yes.
Yeah, that's beautiful. I love it. Anything else you want to close off with here?
I guess shout out to anybody feeling shy, awkward, anxious, not feeling like they can articulate or communicate publicly their message or ever come on camera or start a podcast or a YouTube channel. I just would say take heart. It's 100% learnable, and keep going, because like the world needs what you alone have to offer.
I love that. Yeah, guys, watch my first episode. It's so bad. So yeah, you could definitely learn it. My first 20 were pretty bad, honestly.
Really?
Yeah, I didn't know how to talk to people. So
so cool that you keep. I think that's so great that you could keep them up there so people could stay inspired.
Yeah, I actually, one of my biggest regrets is I took down my YouTube videos when I was a kid.
Wow.
Because I was so ashamed and I would get bullied and stuff. But it was me singing Jonas Brothers.
Gosh, I want to watch that.
Yeah, I wish my mom still had it on the DVD or whatever they use.
Maybe we can find it.
I know. But yeah, keep the old stuff up, man. Those are learning lessons. You can show that to your kid.
Yeah.
One of my favorite videos is my dad and I singing a song on YouTube from like 14 years ago. I still watch it. So like keep those up for memories. You know, it's cool to look back once in a while.
Great.
Yeah. Well, we'll link your stuff below if you want to learn from her, guys. Check out her website. Thanks so much for coming on, Eileen.
Thanks for having me, Sean.
Yep. Check her out, guys. See you next time.